Brad, welcome to BNFC Media. I was going to have a quick chat about your first year as a scholar at Fleetwood Town. So, what's been your highlights of your first year?
Couple highlights of the first year. Pre-season, as you know, is very tough. For us coming into start of a scholar, but you get to know the lads. It's a great environment. You're getting to know what your season's going to look like. And for me, the first sort of stepping stone as a scholar was the game against Wigan. Played left wing back, had a really good game. Got 2 assists and 1 goal, which was great for me looking for a positive season. And another major highlight for me as a scholar for my first year was the FA Youth Cup. We managed to get to the short of the third round. We played Liverpool at Liverpool's training ground. Unfortunately, at Anfield, which would have been amazing. But even though for me I was injured at the time, it was still a great opportunity for us as Fleetwood Town playing against a team like Liverpool.
Perfect. And obviously you mentioned you've had a few injuries this season. How have they been, and obviously how have they set you back a bit?
I must admit it has been pretty tough. I got injured around middle of November, and I'm still injured now. And I will be until pre-season. Right. So if I'm being honest, it has been tough for me. Seeing the lads playing in the FA Youth Cup and doing really well, seeing players play with the 23s, get opportunities training with the first team. It's tough, but as a footballer, I suppose that's what you've got to deal with, and you will have hurdles like this in your career, which you've got to learn to get over and progress you as a player and a person.
Yeah. As you mentioned, obviously going into your second year, being an athlete, yes, you do have injuries. What are you looking to do to obviously improve your second year in terms of performance? What's your goals for next season?
Goals for next season are definitely become more consistent within my games. Obviously, the major thing I want to achieve is a professional contract in Fleetwood Town, which is what I've got my eye set on. But more importantly, try my best to stay injury free. Come back to the season flying fit as I can possibly be, which will give me the best opportunity to start flying high and achieve a professional contract.
Nice. Well, obviously we've interviewed previous players, obviously Kian, Sam, Akil, who sat in your position 2 years ago. Now, obviously, professional players at the club. Do you speak to them, and what advice do they give you going into your second year?
Yeah, I often speak to them. Obviously, you know, Kian has recently been involved with the first team and presented with many opportunities as a young player as well. And just simple questions like, what are the first team players like in the changing room? What's that sort of like? What's it like on the pitch going up against bigger, stronger, faster, more experienced players? And it's interesting for a player like me. I'm quite big and physical to understand what it's like playing in League One and playing against them experienced players. So it's great knowing people like Keenez and Rafi and Birdie. I'd say they're my friends. I've known them a while, and to see them doing well and playing for the first team and achieving their dreams, it's really good to see and really reassuring for a player like me and other people in our shoes as scholars.
That's good to hear. And in terms of your educational side, how you got on and what's your targets for next year?
All fine. I'm hoping to achieve merits next year. Obviously, I need to knuckle down and get them boxed off. Just try and stay more focused in class and try not to get distracted as easily. But as well as doing work in college, make sure to complete work in my free time so I'm not behind or not constantly catching up.
Perfect.
Like that.
Nice one. Well, all of us here at BNFC Media wish you all the luck in your second season. Hopefully injury free, and obviously hopefully you're beginning to shine and show the coaches and stuff what you're really made of. But yes, good luck in your second season, and obviously thank you for this interview.
Cheers, guys.